Hello guys, today we will be studying about morphology of flowering plants. So let's start. Welcome to an essential chapter in plant biology that forms the foundation of botanical understanding, the morphology of flowering plants encompassing the external structures and form of angiosperms, the most diverse and successful group of plants on earth. This comprehensive study guide will help you master the intricate details of plant organs, that modification and adaptation that have enabled flowering plants to colonize virtually every habitat on our planet. From the specialized root systems that encourage plants and absorb nutrients to the complex reproductive structures that ensure species continuity, every aspect of plant morphology represents millions of years of evolutionary refinement. Understanding these structure is not just academic, it's the key to comprehending how plants function, reproduce, and interact with their environment. Root systems, the hidden foundation, types and functions. Root systems serve as the crucial foundation of plant life, performing multiple vital functions that extend far beyond simple anchorage. These underground structures have marvel of biological engineering, exhibit positive geotropism, growing towards the earth, towards gravity, and positive hydrotropism and negative phototropism, growing away from light. The taproot system develops from the direct elongation of the radicle in dicotyledonous plants. Producing secondary and tertiary lateral roots that create an extensive branching network. This system, exemplified by mustard plants, provide strong anchorage and can reach deep water resource during drought condition. Fibrous root system categorized monocotyledonous plants. Where the primary root is short-lived and replaced by numerous roots originating from the stem base. This creates a dense, shallow network perfect for absorbing surface water and preventing soil erosion, as seen in wheat and grass species. The intricate architecture of root systems represents one of nature's most efficient resource acquisition networks, with some plants developing root systems that extend several times the height of their above ground portion. Water and mineral absorption. Specialized root hair increase surface area by up to 1000%, creating an incredibly efficient absorption system that can extract nutrients from even poor soils. Encourage and support deep taproot and extensive fibrous root provide mechanical stability, allowing plants to withstand strong winds and environmental stress. Storage and synthesis. Many roots store carbohydrates and synthesize plant growth regulators, serving as biochemical factories beneath the soil surface. Modification of root. Adaptive specializations. Plants have evolved remarkable root modification, demonstrate nature's incredible adaptability. These specialized structures represent evolutionary solutions to specific environmental challenges and functional needs, transforming basic root architecture into highly specialized organs. Storage modification. Fusiform roots, like in radius, are thick from middle and tapering at both ends. Conical roots, like in carrots. Napiform roots, like in turnip, are swollen and spherical at the upper end with thread-like lower portion. These modifications allow plants to survive unfavorable seasons by storing concentrated nutrition underground. Stilt root in maize and sugarcane are for support adaptation. Prop root in banana trees hang from branches just like this. This is a root. They hang from branches. And stilt root is just like this. Climbing roots in plants like pothos. So this is not very important for NIT as it is not mentioned in the NCERT. Specialized function, hostile roots in parasitic plants. This is not very important for NIT. Foliar roots in bryophyllum. This is not very important for NIT. Nodulated roots house nitrogen fixing bacteria and creating crucial partnerships that enrich soil fertility. These modifications highlight the remarkable plasticity of plant organs, where basic structures can be dramatically altered to serve completely different functions while maintaining the essential biological rules. Stem structure and modification. The stem represents the central axis of plant architecture, developing from the embryonic plumule and serving as primary conduit of water, mineral and nutrient throughout the plant body. This remarkable structure exhibits negative geotropic growth, reaching towards light while supporting leaves, flowers and fruits in optimal position for photosynthesis and reproduction. Stem anatomy and functions. Beyond simple support, stems serve as sophisticated transport highways. The vascular bundles within stem contains a xylem tissue that transport water and mineral upward from roots, while phloem tissue distribute manufactured sugars downward from leaves. This bidirectional transport system enables plants to function as integrated organisms despite their modular construction. Nodes and internodes. The characteristic architecture of stems include nodes, the point where leaves attach, and the internodes, the segment where between nodes. This modular organization allows for flexible growth pattern and efficient resource distribution throughout the plant body. As you can see, there are various types of roots. This is fusiform root, this is conical root as in carrot, fusiform as in radish, then napiform root just like tulip, tuberous root just like sweet potato, and nodules in the root just like pea. Here are pneumatophores of rhizophora that are mangrove plants, grow also in Siberia, Sundarbans of Bengal. This is fasciculated roots, this is beaded or moniliform roots. Well, this is not very important. This is tuberous roots, this is stilt roots, this one. Nodes and internodes. The characteristic architecture of stem include node and internode. Internode they for the flexible growth pattern and efficient resource mobilization. Underground stem modification. Many plants have evolved underground stem modifications for food storage and survival through unfavorable conditions. Rhizomes like those in ginger grow horizontally underground, producing new shoots and roots from nodes. Tubers such as potato represent swollen stem tips with eyes with axillary buds. Corms found in plants like colocasia are condensed vertical underground stems covered with scale leaves. Subaerial modification. Runners in a strawberry stolon in jasmine spread horizontally above ground, producing new plants at nodes. Suckers in mint emerge from underground nodes to create new shoots. Runners in strawberry, stolons in jasmine, suckers in mint. These are important. Asked in NEET, frequently asked in NEETs. Then aerial modification, stem tendrils and grapes helps climbing plants ascend support. Stem thorn in bougainvillea provide protection. Phylloclade in cacti become flattened photosynthetic replacing leaves. Specialized forms. Culm stems in bamboo feature solid nodes and hollow internodes. Cordex forms create unbranched columnar structure with leaf scars on palm tree. This is not asked in any neat question, therefore it is not so important. Leaf architecture and venation pattern. This is runner, this is stolon, this is sucker, this is offset. A runner as in strawberry, stolon as in jasmine, sucker as in mint, and offset as in cornea. Leaf architecture and venation patterns. Leaves represent nature's most sophisticated solar collectors, evolving into countless forms optimized for light capture and gas exchange. These lateral outgrowths from stems demonstrate remarkable structure diversity while maintaining the primary functions of photosynthesis and transpiration. Leaf components: leaf base, the hypopodium, petiole, the mesopodium, the lamina, the epipodium. Well, this terms is not so important in this. The attachment point to the stem, which may extend into shell in monocots or develop specialized structure like pulvini in legumes for movement response. Petiole, the stalk containing blade of stem, often containing vascular bundles and sometimes modification for storage, like in Ecornia, and bearing wings, just like in citrus fruits. Leaves may be petiolate with petioles or sessile without petiole. Lamina, epipodium, the expanded blade optimized for light interception and gas exchange, containing the photosynthetic machinery and exhibiting diverse shapes adapted to different environmental conditions. Stipulate variation, well, this is not very important. These paired structure flanking the leaf base show remarkable diversity. Foliaceous stipules in P are leaf-like. Spiny stipules in Ziziphus provide protection, and ocrate stipules in Polygonum form protective tubes around stems. Venation patterns. Reticulate venation. Characterize dicots, creating intricate networks where lateral veins branch repeatedly. This pattern provides mechanical strength and efficient resource distribution throughout the leaf blade. Parallel venation in monocots features veins running parallel without forming networks, creating a different mechanical structure suited to the linear leaf shape common in this group, as you can see this is net like reticulate, and this is very much parallel to themselves in parallel venation. These venation patterns reflect fundamental differences in plant architecture and represent key diagnostic features for plant identification and classification. Simple versus compound leaves. Simple leaves have undivided blades that may be lobed but never completely separated. Compound leaves are completely divided into separate leaflets, creating either pinnate, a feather-like, or palmate, hand-like arrangement. Pinnate is like this. Palmate is like this. This is gold, okay. This is alternate, this is opposite, and this is gold, as in Alstonia. Now, leaf modification, evolutionary adaptation. The evolutionary plasticity of leaves has produced some of the nature's most remarkable adaptation, transforming these photosynthetic organs into specialized structures that serve completely different function while retaining their essential biological roles. Carnivorous adaptations. Pitcher plants in Nepenthes create elaborate traps filled with digestive enzymes to capture and break down insects. The lamina transforms into a sophisticated pitcher, while the midrib extends into a climbing tendril. Bladder traps in Utricularia create vacuum. Well, this is the examples are important, but the process is not so important. Climbing mechanism here. Leaf tendril as in wild pea and represent complete leaf transformation into wire-like climbing structures. Leaflet tendrils in garden pea and sweet pea modify only terminal leaflets while maintaining photosynthetic capacity in remaining leaflets. Drought adaptation. Phyllodes in Australian Cacacea. This is very important. Phyllodes in Australian Cacacea represent flattened, expanded petioles that assume photosynthetic functions when true leaves are reduced or absent. Leaf spines in cacti and opuntia reduce water loss while providing protection from herbivores. These modifications demonstrate how natural selection can dramatically repurpose basic plant organs, creating specialized tools for survival in challenging environments or exploiting new ecological niches. Inflorescence architecture, organizing reproductive success. Inflorescence represents one of the flowering plant's most sophisticated evolutionary innovations, the organized arrangement of flowers on specialized axes that maximizes reproductive efficiency. These structures range from simple single flower to complex branch stems containing hundreds of individual flowers, each arrangement optimized for specific pollination strategies and environmental conditions. Racemose inflorescence. Now, in racemose, it is the indefinite inflorescence. The main axis continues to grow while producing flowers laterally in acropetal succession. Oldest flower at the base and the youngest flower at the tip. This pattern includes several specialized forms, as you can see here. Oldest grow in the base and youngest grow in the top. Now, simple racemose types. Simple racemose types. Umbels, spandex, complex arrangement. Capitulum, the most advanced inflorescence where numerous small flowers, florets are packed on the flattened receptacles. This is also capitulum represents the pinnacle of inflorescence evolution, allowing a single insect visit to pollinate hundreds of tiny flowers simultaneously, dramatically increasing the reproductive efficiency. Cymose pattern, definite inflorescence where the main axis terminates into a flower with lateral branches developing. In the basal petal succession, types include uniparous, biparous, and multiparous. Not so important, but these are important. Basipetal succession. Now, another inflorescence type is solitary. Solitary, just like simple single flower and it ends there. Now, flower structure and symmetry. Androecium contains filament and anther. Gynoecium contains stigma, style, ovary. This is corolla, collection of petals. Calyx, collection of sepals. Thalamus, solen end of stalk, and or pedicel. Pedicel is stalk of flower. The flower represents the crowning achievement of plant evolution, a specialized reproductive shoot where the shoot apical meristem transforms into floral meristem, creating one of the nature's most complex and beautiful structures. This contains axis bears four distinct types of floral organs arranged in precise whorl that work together to ensure successful reproduction. Calyx or sepals, the outermost whorl, typically consists of green leaf-like sepals that protect the developing flower bud. These may be free polysepalous or fused gamosepalous, and other often persist to protect the developing fruit. Corolla petals, usually the most conspicuous whorl. Petals attract pollinators through bright colors, patterns, and fragrances. They may be free polypetalous or fused gamopetalous, creating diverse shapes from simple to highly specialized forms. Gynoecium carpels, the female reproductive organ, forming the pistil consisting of stigma, pollen receiving surface, style, connecting tube, and ovary containing ovules that develop into seeds after fertilization. Androecium stamens, the male reproductive organs consisting of anthers, pollen producing structures supported by filaments. Arrangements vary from simple to complex with modification for specific pollination, floral symmetry and organization. Actinomorphic flowers divide into equal two halves in passing through the center, creating radial symmetry seen in rose and buttercups. Represented by a plus in the floral diagram, and in zygomorphic it is represented by a division sign in the floral diagram. Now, zygomorphic flower can be divided into equal by one specific vertical line, creating bilateral symmetry that often reflects specialized pollinators' relationships as seen in orchids and legumes. Asymmetric flowers cannot be divided in equal in a plane representing the most specialized forms. This is a kanna. The example is kanna. Numerical organization of flower parts follows specific patterns. Trimerous flowers parts in multiples of 3 characterize monocots, while tetramerous or pentamerous flowers parts in multiples of 4 or 5 typified dicots. It is the number of petals into 4, then tetramerous. If it is 5, then pentamerous. If it is 3 in the multiple of 3, then it is trimerous, the petals. Okay, these are the petals. Okay. Fruit development and classification. Mango, coconut, epicarp, mesocarp, seed, endocarp. Endocarp is stony in mango and coconut. Mesocarp is fibrous in coconut. Mesocarp is fleshy in mango. Epicarp is thin sheet-like structure in mango, and there is an epicarp which is just like this. As you have seen in any of the coconut in tree. This part, this is apical. This part is apical. Fruit represent the major fertilized ovary of flowering plants, serving as sophisticated seed dispersal mechanisms that have enabled angiosperms to colonize virtually every terrestrial habitat. The transformation from flower to fruit involves complex developmental processes that convert the ovary pericarp into specialized structures optimized for seed protection and dispersal. Three pericarp layers, the fruit wall differentiate into epicarp, outermost protective layer, mesocarp, middle layer that may be fleshy or fibrous, and endocarp, inner layer surrounding seeds. It is usually stony in nature. 100 plus fruit types, over 100 plus distinct fruit types have been identified, each representing specific adaptation for seed dispersal and environmental changes. Four major categories: simple fruits from single ovaries, aggregate fruits from multiple ovaries in one flower, composite fruits from entire inflorescence, and accessory fruits involving non-ovarian tissues. Simple fleshy fruits and drupes feature hard, stony endocarp surrounding single seed as seen in mango, coconut, and almond. The edible portion varies in mango and the mesocarp is consumed, while in almond the seed itself is edible. The In coconut there are two types of endosperms. The free nuclear endosperm is the water that is inside the coconut, and the cellular endosperm is the um, white part. This part. This part. Berries have soft pericarps with seed embedded throughout the flesh, including tomatoes, grapes, and bananas. Bananas is berry, as you may know, as you may not know. Pepper fruits like watermelon and cucumbers represent specialized berries with hard rinds and parietal placentation. Palm fruits such as apples and pears involve enlarged thalamus tissues, making them technically false fruits, but floral receptacle contributes significantly to the edible portion. Dry fruits, dehiscent dry fruits split open to release seeds, including legumes, pea pods, silicus, mustard, and capsules. Poppy indehiscent types remains closed, with the example including nuts, achenes, and the specialized cariopsis of grasses where seed coat and pericarp fuse completely. Fruit diversity reflects the myriad ways plants have solved the fundamental challenge of dispersing offspring away from the parent plant, utilizing wind, water, animals, and even explosive mechanisms to ensure species survival and colonization of new habitats. Mastering plant families, keys of classification. As you may know, this is from Brassicaceae family, the floral diagram. In every family, the important aspect of the family is the floral diagram and the floral formula. This is the floral formula and this is the floral diagram. Floral formula. Understanding major angiosperm families provides the foundation for plant identification and reveals evolutionary relationships that have shaped Earth's botanical diversity. Each family represents successful evolutionary solutions to survival changes with characteristic features that reflect millions of years of adaptive refinement. Brassicaceae crucifera, the mustard family, features distinctive cruciform cross-shaped flowers with four petals, six stamens in tetradynamous arrangement, four long and two short, and ciliate flower. Fruits includes cabbage, broccoli, and canola. Brassica Malvaceae, the cotton family, displays monocotyledonous stamens, filaments united into tubes, prominent apicalyx, extrasepals, and twisted petal arrangement. This family provides crucial fiber crops, cotton, food, cooked plants, okra, and ornamental hibiscus. Solanaceae, the potato family, features gamopetalous corollas, epipetalous stamens, and bicarpellary ovaries with oblique arrangement, includes nightshades, potatoes, tomatoes, and tobacco plants containing diverse alkaloids from food to poison. Fabaceae, Leguminosae, the pea family exhibit distinctive papillonaceous butterfly-like flower with crystallized petal, arranged standard vexillum, wings, alae, and keel carina. Features diadelphous stamens and legume fruits with crucial nitrogen fixing root nodules. These major families represent the most successful angiosperm lineages, collectively containing hundreds of thousands of species that dominate terrestrial ecosystem. Mastering the diagnostic feature from floral formulas to fruit types provides a key to understanding plant diversity and evolutionary relationships. The Astraceae sunflower family stars the largest with highly specialized capsicum and the revolutionary pollination efficiency, while Poaceae, the grass family, has shaped human civilization through cereal crops that form the foundation of global agriculture. Success in botanical studies require recognition these patterns and understanding how morphological features reflect ecological adaptation in evolutionary history, connecting structure to function in the magnificent diversity of the flowering plants. So now this is the placentation. This is marginal placentation, this is axial placentation, this is parietal placentation, this is free central placentation, this is basal placentation. Now this is Malvaceae, this is Fabaceae, this is Liliaceae, this is Malvaceae, this is Solanaceae, this is Astraceae, and this is Poaceae. This is Solanaceae. This is Fabaceae. This is Liliaceae. This is Malvaceae. This is Astraceae. This is Poaceae or granule. So these are the different families along with the placentation. So I hope this covers our morphology of flowering plants, and we'll meet in the next video. Take care and have an attentive study.